Hey everyone, I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you more because and that's for anyone who voted for me to win the next top trainer position at Men's Health magazine, which was a long time goal or dream of mine to be able to go ahead and work with Men's Health. Is like one of the greatest brands and magazines that puts out a lot of good information for people to formulate, the shape the shape and the style of fitness that makes the most sense for them and their lives. I really I really got something from entering this type of program or entering this type of contest. And the thing that I got personally is that I whether or not I win, I already won. And I can say that because I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn during like when cocaine hit. So there was a lot of drugs, a lot of robbing, a lot of prostitution. I did a lot of things that I'm not as proud of, and it was all in the name of surviving, right? And in those kind of streets and in that type of environment, you sort of become very self-reliant. It's sort of like, if I can't do it for myself, then guess what? I don't need it. And you become like very selfish, but it's because of, self-preservation. And I found that that's something that I carried into my life, even as I've evolved as a human being, even as I've grown, even as I've, left that area, put myself through school, became educated, studied, and grow as a human being. That was something that was still inside of me, is still holding me back, is my ability to reach out to others, my ability to collaborate. And I realized that me not being able to ask for help or seeing it as a form of weakness is stopping my growth. It was stunting my growth, and it was hindering my abilities. Like, it was hard for me to ask people on Facebook and on Twitter, my friends, my family. It was hard for me to ask anyone in this contest and other instances in my life for help, for even small help. I became sort of smaller as a human. And I think a lot of people go through that, so that's why I'm sharing this. I've been putting myself in situations for the past 2 years where I have to ask myself for help. And you know what? I've noticed that my business has grown a lot because of that. I've noticed that I'm able to do things that were previously impossible. Like, me entering a contest would be impossible. The opportunity for me to work with Men's Health, one of the greatest brands in fitness, today, like, that wouldn't even be an option. So I'm looking forward to the opportunities, because I looked an area of struggle for me in the eye, and I've chosen to do something about it. And I believe that a lot of people can get something from looking at the things that they struggle with. Like, I might not struggle with working out, eating right, and exercising, but being a person of collaboration, feeling like I'm somehow weaker if I need help, like that was something that was holding me back. That was an area of struggle for me. I was the person in college, and in the group exercises, I didn't want to be in a group. Like, I felt like everybody would hold me back. And, even running a business, like doing everything yourself. I realized that doing everything yourself is the hardest way to do anything great. And I'm living a life of service to other people at this point. Like, I'm helping people change their bodies. I'm helping fitness business owners change their businesses. I'm helping human beings do what it is that they feel is most important to them. And guess what? I can't do that all by myself. And a lot of times in your areas of struggle, you need help. So I guess that's the message. Where has past programming, like that past programming, where has that held you back in life? Where has that held you back in relationships? Where has that held you back with money? Yeah, that's another area that a lot of people get held back in. They think they could do it all by themselves, but you can't. Only another person can give you money. So check that out. Anyway, where has past programming held you back from being big and a greater version of yourself? And share below in the comments where you've crushed that, where you're working on it, and what type of progress you've been able to make. I feel like a winner. I feel like a bigger person. I reached out to maybe over 100 and something people to go ahead and vote for me. And you know what? Looking at when you do the things that are hard for you, that's when people surprise you with good things, right? So as always, you're greater than any past programming. You're greater than any previous conditioning, and ultimately you are responsible for sharing the greatest version of who you are with the world. Peace. Comment, subscribe.